learning the words?
Huh?
Are you learning the words?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you doing them this time? Okay.
You gotta do mine.
Okay.
You didn't do mine.
I'll do that, right?
Yeah, cut me open what I bleed. Cut you open what you bleed. The only thing that really separates me is melanin. My gun talk pierce through your skeleton. Test my benevolence, question my reverence. Unity is evident. We gotta bridge the gap. Oh, baby, let's bridge that gap. Oh, baby, let's really bridge that gap. Let's bridge that gap today. We gon' bridge that gap today.
I know.
Hello, my name is Mark Zilgas, and this is my friend Natasha Wynn. We call her T-Dubb. We're in my garage shooting these first episodes because, well, a lot of good things start out in garages, like, well, the Ramones.
And Apple.
And the Wright brothers. Well, the truth is we can't afford to shoot it anywhere else. So here we go. The show you're about to see is called Bridging the Gap. I got the idea after watching the George Zimmerman trial and hearing the reactions of both sides of the social issues connected with the case. A juror B37 was interviewed, and, well, this is what she had to say.
Well, my exclusive with the star witness in the George Zimmerman trial, Trayvon Martin's friend, Rachel Gentile. Lots of tweets pouring in here, and tweet me at Piers Morgan if you want to. One here from Retina, feeling proud of Rachel Gentile right now. Dignity and grace. A lot of people saying the same thing. They're seeing a very different Rachel tonight to the person that they saw in the courtroom under all that stress and tension. I want to talk to you a bit more about Trayvon, but first of all, I want to play another clip from Anderson Cooper's interview with the juror, the first juror to speak out. Let's watch this.
A lot of the time she was using phrases I have never heard before and what they meant.
When she used the phrase creepy-ass cracker, what did you think of that?
I thought it was probably the truth. I think Trayvon probably said that.
And did you see that as a negative statement or a racial statement, as the defense suggested?
I don't think it's really racial. I think it's just everyday life. The type of life that they live and how they're living in the environment that they're living in.
What's your reaction to that?
Well, the juries, they see their fact. None offense to the jury, they old. That's old school people. We in a new school. Our generation, my generation. So we ain't like that.
Let's talk about creepy ass cracker. People have said that that is a phrase used by black people, cracker, to describe a white person. Is that true?
No. Like I said.
How do you spell it, first of all?
Cracker. Well, you could put
There's no ER, right? It's
no, it's an A at the end.
C-R-A-C-K-A.
Yeah. And that's a person who act like they're a police, who like a security guard who acting like, that's what I said to them. Trayvon said, creepy ass cracker.
It means he thought it was a policeman or security guard?
acting like a policeman, and then he keep telling me that the man's still watching him. So if it was a security guard or a policeman, they would come up to the Trayvon and say, do you need a problem? Do you have a problem? Do you need help? You know, like normal people.
And if George Zimmerman had done that, if he'd introduced himself as a neighborhood watch patrolman, even though he was off...
Yeah, see, so, you know, that's the idea. We're not really listening to what B37 said, but pretty much just called Rachel Gentile uneducated and couldn't speak properly, things like that. And I thought, you know, and then she's explaining, you know, what was happening, why he was there, and things like that. And it just dawned on me that the problem is we don't understand each other. You know, different cultures in the United States and, well, probably around the world, we don't understand each other, and we don't want to, you know. So I thought we'd put this show together. We could we could actually help, because this should have never happened
At all, no.
You know, I mean, if you know, Zimmerman hadn't been all afraid of some black kid in his neighborhood, and if Trayvon hadn't been all afraid because he wasn't in his neighborhood, you know, it might have been a different thing. But and then the problem perpetuates itself, because you know, then they take it, you know, into the courtroom, and they got the same problem there that they had in the street.
Yeah.
You know, so she was discounted as a witness altogether because she
Wasn't understood.
she wasn't understood, and the juror never bothered to
Try to understand.
rather just said, not credible.
Yeah.
So you know, the what crazy ass cracker, is that what it is?
Yeah. Cracker.
Yeah,
Don't put
cracker.
the ER on
Yeah.
it.
Oh, cracker. Right. Yeah, I get it right.
Yeah.
You always laugh at me when I do that.
You try.
But I don't think you think I try hard enough. Anyway, when I first got the idea for this, the first person that I thought of to co-host it was T-Dubb here, and I was just happy she said yes.
I couldn't wait. It sounded like a good idea.
Yeah. So what did you make you actually do it?
I just thought it was something different, something that's needed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just thought it was a cool idea to try to sit down and just dialogue about our differences and
Right.
and really our similarities as well.
Right.
So
Yeah, T-Dubb and I go back a long way. I'm an acting teacher, and she was a student of mine, and we did a scene together, and she was at my house. We were we rehearsing then, or we were discussing the scene, or both?
we were both. It was
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
And so I don't know. We were probably working for an hour and a half, and my wife made dinner and invited T-Dubb to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So she you went and called your mom,
Yeah.
and how'd that go?
Well, I said, well, Mama, I'll stay over here with Mark and his family. I'm gonna eat over here. So she says, you gonna eat over there? I was like, yeah. She was like, well, what do white people eat? And I was like, food. Yeah, I don't, you know. And it was kind of funny. She's kind of being funny. She wasn't like serious, but you know, I think that might have sparked the idea right there a little bit.
Probably.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, pretty much you eat food.
Right. Yeah,
It's
we
like-
all eat food. I mean, we all eat at KFC. We all eat at McDonald's. So there's no difference there. I suppose it's what you're going to cook up and put on the plate that really is telling.
True. Because we were discussing that a staple in my house is rice.
Right.
Every meal we have rice.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. And, you know, you were saying that most meals at your house consist of...
Well, it's going to have a potato, probably. A potato
Potatoes.
product of one kind or another.
Right. So
Mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, boiled potatoes, stuffed potatoes.
potatoes.
Potato pancakes, potato. We could do a whole
You sound
Forrest
like Bubba.
Gump thing. Yeah. I sound like Bubba.
Garlic potatoes.
There's tater tots. There's
Jerk potatoes.
that would be interesting.
I just made that up. So
Yeah, I
don't
know.
steal
But
my
think
idea.
about it. It's just a mushy potato with you know, like jerk seasoning in it. Yeah,
It might be good.
it might.
Let me talk to Jim.
Might tear you up. But what doesn't?
Oh man. So yeah. So you know, I think that was part of the idea a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when this happened, just seeing that divide, you know, just from language.
Yeah.
Just from being able to talk to
Right.
each other. Like, so, you know, I didn't watch the case very closely because I just felt just felt some type of way about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I felt it was wrong, and I had my own personal feelings, and I was not surprised by the verdict at all.
No, and
Not at all. I didn't get upset. I wasn't angry. I was just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It didn't surprise me at all.
no, me either. Except that it should have never happened. You know, it was just. Do I think he belongs in jail? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what he's done since then has not been stellar.
No,
You
not
know.
at all. So
who knows? But I don't know.
and then we don't want to bring it back up and run it in the ground. It's
No,
not about
no.
that. But
No.
that case just sparked something in you to say, wow, we're so divided just by language, just by just speaking to each other, and just that attitude of I don't care, I don't understand you, and I don't care to understand you.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, hearing Rachel talk in her interview with Pierce Morgan is like, you know, I'm sorry, but you have to be living under a mushroom not to have heard the things that she was talking about.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I think most people understand what a whoop ass is.
Yeah.
You know, so but she calls it whoop ass. You know, for whatever reason, I thought that was funny, but you know, and crazy ass cracker. I mean, that's fairly self-explanatory. Some guy's tripping, you know, and
Yeah. This dude is over here. He tripping. Why is he?
Right.
You know.
Looks like we're out of time for this segment, so we'll call that a cut, and then we'll pick it up.
Okay.
What did that look like? Yeah? Yeah.
Apparently we were funny somewhere
Were
because he
we?
was laughing.
Was
yeah.
he? Awesome. I like being funny. I do like being funny.
Although I didn't hear all that stuff all the time because I was on mistake.
Oh, you went to North State. He was one of the students that we were talking about. Was it a scholarship?
No, I never got the scholarship.
You paid to go to North State?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. We were talking about how the black colleges have to have a certain number of white
people,
students.
The thing is that they give the scholarship out, but if your parents make like a certain amount,
Oh.
they don't get the scholarship.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
I when you said you went to North State, I'm thinking you went as I don't know what it's called.
It's affirmative action. It's the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. White people are affirmative action.
Yeah, they have to have a certain number of minorities in order to keep.
That
the-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
after I applied, like a week later, I got it.
Yeah, didn't take much, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and they found out he could pay his own way.
Oh,
Even
let him
better.
in, let him in.
Even better.